Hello, everybody, and welcome to NZHLCenter Ice, live right here on the Fan Network. It's playoff time. It's not season 1. It ain't season 2. It's season number 4. That's right, season 4. Woo! Right here, NZHL, Neutral Zone Hockey League. As you can see next to me, I'm pumped up. I'm fired up. Guys in the chat are fired up. We got the teams ready here. I got most of the streams up. I believe the only one I'm waiting on is Winnipeg. And looks like we might get the 4th streamer here tonight. As you can see, the matchups here next to me, we got the number 1 seed Wankers going up against the Dragons, number 8. Then on the next matchup, it's Toxicity, ranked number 4 against the number 5 Vikings. We also got the Brewers, number 2, going up against seed number 7 Gamblers. And lastly, number 3 Voodoo, going up against ranked 6 Polar Bears. That all goes down here tonight live, right here on Center Ice. So we'll be bringing you guys the play commentary here. You'll see all the action on here. As you can see below me, you got the scoreboards, got the leaderboards going. Let me pull up the streams. Looks like I said, most of these teams are ready to go. I have 3 out of the 4. As you guys see the lineups here for some of the teams for tonight. So the only one looks like I'm waiting on is Winnipeg. And I was told, looks like O'Connell might be streaming that one, so I'm just trying to get that one, and then we should be all set here tonight for all 4. Let me just get the final stream here. As you can see, some of the lineups there, the Brewers, you got Pujols on there, Billums, both playing D here tonight at the right wing, Ababo, you got Bo Horvat, Life, and Nicky in net. Looks like Detroit and London is gonna start off, and I'm just grabbing the final stream, which I do have here, which is great. That's the Winnipeg one. Here we go. All right, so we got all 4 set here. 4 actions here. Like I said, three out of the 4 in the dressing room. So I'm gonna pull up. Like I said, we have all the different cams on here. We're gonna have close-up, feature cameras, the split screen. Right now is the quad featuring all 4. And like I said, we stretched this out completely so you guys could see all the action. And let me get that one up since that one's the first one here started. Green Bay sucks. All right, we'll see. Green Bay going up against the Brewers tonight. Should be a good one. We got 2 media guys on there. If you guys listened to the podcast last night, they had some predictions, and there's actually a bet wager going on in that one as well. So here we go. Playoff hockey here for the Neutral Zone Hockey League. First game underway, and that's between Detroit and the number 1 London Wankers here tonight. Right now, I mean, the Wankers, tremendous season here in the NZHL. All around, great guys, have been doing it all here this season. And going up against the number 8. Now, not many people giving Detroit much credit here. I thought they finished the season pretty well. Got in that 8th spot. But huge obstacle here tonight. Against the Wankers. We'll see what happens. The other series looks like about to get underway. Once those load up, I'll bring back the quad stream here for you guys. So right now, under 16 minutes to go. Scoreless here so far between London and Detroit. Both guys, looks like everyone's playing so far right now. Don't want to make that big mistake right off the bat. And we're expecting to have some great hockey here tonight. Some very competitive games. Like I said, we started with 12, down to 8 here now. The final 8, and it's playoff time. 2 games here for all the series tonight. So we're going to get a total of 8 games here on Center Ice, which is great. Great opportunity for the Wankers here early on, but so far it's been shut down by Detroit. Still scoreless here. and the other two are about to set off. So let me go back to the quad on here. We'll bring that back up once we have some teams in the dressing room, or if anyone ends earlier than the other, we'll go back to that. We got a goalie cam feature there in the Winnipeg series. Toxicity against Vikings, and that one should be a good one. Very competitive one, I believe, in both those teams. So we'll see what happens. Voodoo as well against the Polar Bears. Number 3 against number 6. And looks like we got our first goal of the night, and that's London. London Wankers with the opening goal here of the playoffs, and that's Master Shotgun, assisted there by Sabby on the first goal. And you can see right behind the net, wide open shotgun right in front of the net. Nobody covered him, and easy goal there for the Wankers. No surprise. Looks like the Polar Bears get on the board here at the 17:53 mark in the first period. So good start for them. That was Bobby with the goal. Hilly had the assist, and the Bears. How about that? The Bears, good start. Bobby, a.k.a. Full Send, is the actual gamer tag on that, scoring the opening goal for the Bears. Looks like Detroit responded. So after London gets on the board early here comes Detroit. Detroit able to respond, get the goal, and we got a tie game over there. So great tie game, and that was Koba Ape with the goal there for Detroit. And it looks like we got a barn burner here. Goals happening like crazy over there. And that's Master Shotgun with his second goal already here just in the first period. At the 8:04 mark here, that's his second goal. And like I said, we're just in the first period on that one. 2-1, London back on top. Scoreless over here between the Vikings and Winnipeg as of right now. Under 16 minutes to go in the first period. Polar Bears still holding that 1-0 lead. If you're just tuning in on the show here, as the Polar Bears get on the board. That was Full Send with the opening goal there for the Polar Bears, the number 6 ranked Polar Bears. More scoring here by the Wankers, and no surprise here. I mean, this is what these guys do, and that's Stutzel with the goal. Savvy, another assist there for him. I believe that's Sophisticated is the actual gamer tag there for Stutzel. So 3-1 Wankers in the first. 5:40 to go in the first period. Polar Bears, good start, opening goal, and now they're going to get a power play opportunity. So Voodoo, a bit shaky here. Start in game 1 here of best of 7 series. They already gave up 1. Polar Bears have a good chance here to go up 2. Great shot there on the one-timer, but better save by Voodoo. So 1:19 to go on the power play still there for the Bears. How about them Bears, man? Looking good here tonight. I don't think much people give this team credit, man. That they're one of those teams. As far as the standing wise, I'm pretty even with the other teams around them. But good start here so far, game 1. London will go on a power play. They're already up 3-1 in this game. 2:45 to go in the first period. Looking to extend that lead. Shotgun with 2 goals already for the Wankers in the first period. A lot of shots put on there, man. And we got a first goal here. It's the Vikings who score, and that's Dez. Dez with the goal for the Vikings. Up 1-0, 11 minutes to go in the first period. So the Vikings get on the board. Odezo with the opener goal there for the Vikings. Brewers, looks like they had a restart there. Some connection issues. So still waiting to get that one kicked off here. That might be our late game here so far. Looks like some connection or restart issues on that one. And the Bears do score. I missed that goal. They're up 2-0 and another power play. So Voodoo back in that box, man. Taking 2 back-to-back penalties here. Already down 2. And the Bears are looking pretty damn good. And here come the Vikes. So Vikings extending their lead. They're up 2-0, 9:44 in the first period. And that's a Rammer, I'm sorry, with the goal. Hoodrat with the assist on that goal. I forget the exact. I believe that's Lazar. Lazar is the actual gamer tag on that. So Lazar assisted there by Hoodrat. 2-0 Vikings. And the Bears, man, capitalizing on their opportunities here and up 3-0 in the first. The London Wankers, Detroit Dragons there. It's going to be 3-1 at the end of the first. Detroit tied it, but then 2 goals scored by the Wankers and up 3-1. Look at those stats there, 9-2 on the shots. Time and attack also in the favor for London as they're up 2 goals. And more goals coming in here for the Polar Bears. They're going to go up 4-0. And that's Taglia with the goal for the Polar Bears. Man, what a great start. 4-0. Same thing with the Vikes. This one, people were calling, they didn't know which way the series is going to go. I mean, as far as record-wise, as far as the stats-wise, these guys look pretty damn even, but it's the Vikings here, man. Great start, 3-0 in just the first period. So I think that's a big surprise there. And with this toxicity team, I mean, I watched some of their games, especially coming down the last couple of games there to end the season, and they didn't look good. They didn't look good. I said they had a tough loss against the number 8 Detroit Dragons, and then they lost both games to Voodoo the night after that. So to end the season, and when that happens, you bring that type of momentum here into the playoffs. Shows looks like they're a bit rusty there. 3 minutes to go, down 3. Final seconds here, Polar Bears. Another power play opportunity here. They don't score on that one, but still 4-0 Bears. 19 seconds to go in the first period. We got period 2 underway here. London 3-1 after Master Shotgun scoring 2 goals there for the Wankers, putting them up 3-1. And looks like we're finally going to get the start here between the Brewers and the Gamblers. Some connection issues there early on, but hopefully this one's able to kick off, and looks like it is. Good to see, good to see. Final seconds here, Vikings, Winnipeg. Seems to be all Vikings so far here in the first. Up 3-0, and a tripping call against Winnipeg. Not a good sign here so far for Winnipeg. 6.7 seconds to go to remaining here. And, the Vikings scored most of their goals on the power play here in the first. 2 for 2. Perfect on the power play. And that's why they're up 3-0. Gamblers Brewers on the way, and it's the Gamblers not wasting any time right off the back early in the first period, getting the goal. And look at those stats: 2 for 2 on the power play. I mentioned for the Vikings, 0 for 2 for Winnipeg. Despite outshooting the Vikes and time attack in favor of Winnipeg, they're down. So the Gamblers, late start there. Like I said, I had some restarts, but take the early lead there against the number 2 Brewers. For nothing Polar Bears here against Voodoo. I did not expect this, but it is, and more penalties for Voodoo. So they continue to put themselves in the hole here. They're already down 4. They must have at least 4 penalties here so far already. Probably took 3 at least in the first period. We'll see if the Vikings could capitalize on their power play here to start period number 2. They're perfect here so far tonight. 2 for 2 on the power play. London's got 1 too. They're up 3-1. 8 minutes and a half to go in the second period. And we got another goal, and it's another gambler's goal. Number 7 seed. I don't know the exact gamer tag on that guy. I apologize for that. It's a 4-on-4. Your mother's mitt is the guy who scored, and he scored both of them there for the gamblers. If anybody got the gamer tag on that guy, let me know in the chat. Um, and they don't stop there. Right off the next face-off, and that's going to be 3. I think it's the same guy. It is. That's a hat trick. Hat trick to start off the game. Dangles with the assist on that one, and that's 3-0 gamblers. Voodoo finally gets on the board here. Same thing with Winnipeg. For Voodoo, it looks like Dangles scoring the goal there, making a 4-1 game. Still down 3 goals though. Just when Winnipeg scores, here come the Vikings. Scoring right back and making this back to a 3-goal game. That's Dez with his second goal. Hudrat with the assist. Wankers extend their lead. Now it makes it 4-1 with 5 minutes to go in the second period. So Toxicity, not looking good at all here tonight. So far the Vikings coming in here tonight, playing real great. I think Voodoo took a timeout, and rightfully so, because the Bears just scored once again. Led with the goal, Bobby with the assist, aka full send for the Bears. And that's going to make it 5-1 Bears. So back to a 4-goal game. So both Winnipeg and Voodoo right now in a bad spot here. Down a lot of goals here. I know there's still a lot of hockey to go, about the midway point of the game for both, but definitely down a lot, especially Voodoo. And it looks like the Wankers are walking away with this one here. Sabby, that's his second goal of the game there for the Wankers. And Lacara with the assist. Final seconds in the second period. Winnipeg scoring a goal. I believe that was shorthanded, and that was Swag. Swag sucks with the goal. So now makes it, a very more competitive game here now. 2-goal game. But they're still on the power penalty kill here, so they still have to kill off this penalty. Look at that, London all over Detroit, 19-4 shots on goal, double the time on attack. And like I said, no surprise there. London's been doing this mostly against everybody here this season. Gambler still up 3-0, and looks like we're going to have another Brewers penalty. It's going to be a 5-on-3 power play here for the Gamblers. So the Brewers, another team here, down 3 goals, and on top of that, they're 2 men short here, 5-on-3. Gamblers could definitely put this one away here with another goal. I know it's just the first period, but man. Okay, Winnipeg bounce back. Toxicity. They were down 4-1 at one point in this game. 4-2 now. Still plenty of time. 9-minute mark there in the second period to try to make a comeback here. They got to stay out of that box because right now those penalties are killing them. Vikings scored at least 2 of the power play, and that's how much they're up. They're up by the 2 goals. Had it been up for those penalties, the power play goals, we may have a tie game there. So the Brewers able to kill off that 5-on-3, but they have another penalty here. 2-minute power play here for the Gamblers. That's another team that needs to stay out of that box. Just in the first period, has taken quite a few against the Gamblers. who are the number 7 seed. And what an upset would that be? That shows you how close these teams are on here this season. Anybody's game, anybody's series, and make that 4-0 Gamblers. And that's Dangles with the assist. Smith with the assist on that. I'm sorry, Smith had the assist. Dangles with the goal for the Gamblers. And that's going to make it 4-0 with about 4 minutes to go in the first period. Looking at the shots here, look at that. Polar Bears 5 goals on only 9 shots. That's better than 50% right there. Looks like we got a review here. We had a goal for Winnipeg, but it's going to be called off. Interference call. There's definitely contact there with the goaltender, but man, I know Winnipeg would want that one back, but it remains a 2-goal game here, 4-2. More trouble for the Brewers here. Dangles once again, and Smith with the assist once again. It's getting ugly here. The bleeding continues, and we're just in the first period. It's 5-0. Don't adjust your monitor or screen. That is the right score right there. Gamblers 5-0 against Brewers. Did anyone expect that on here? Polar Bears still holding the 5-2 lead, 3-goal lead. Time running out there for Voodoo in the third period here. But here they come. So 2 unanswered goals for Voodoo, and now make it a 2-goal game. Remember, this was a 5-1 game, and that's Dangles with his second goal of the night here. And still plenty of time here. I mean, third period just started. So Voodoo on a bit of a rally here. Can they come back and tie this one up? They scored 2 already. The Bears desperately holding on, trying to get this one to be done with. Had a great start, but been quiet the last couple minutes here towards the end of that second period, and not a good start here in the third. Speaking about bad starts, that's the Brewers 5-0 here. Let's see if second period is any better for the Brewers. London continuing their dominance here. Now it's 7-1. That one's about over there for game 1. And the Gamblers pick up right where they left off at the first period. Make that 6-0. Not even a minute in the second period, and that's Dangles again, and that's his third. So he's got 3 out of the 6 Gamblers goals. That's Dainty Dangles, I believe. The other Dangles is on the Voodoo. That's X Dangles. So I'll try to differentiate those two. But look at that. 2-4-4 on the power play there for the Vikings. Being outshot, but have the 2-goal lead here. And it's those 2 power play goals basically right now that separate these two. Winnipeg will have a power play opportunity to start period number 3, though, to try to make this a 1-goal game. And final 2 minutes there. London, Detroit, 7-1. It was close at first, but the Wankers all over Detroit here in game number 1. Final seconds of play. Look at that, 26 shots on net for London. Wow. 9 minutes to go. Polar Bears, time in their favor here, and they get a power play chance here. Just don't get too aggressive or too greedy here on the power play. So you already got the 2-goal lead. I think if the Bears could get, though, one more goal, that should lock it in there for them. 8 minutes now. Voodoo gets their guy back on the ice, but just as they do, the Bears scoring the goal, and that's a huge goal. That's a huge goal right there because now that makes it back to a 3-goal game with under 8 minutes left, and that's Taglia with the goal. That's his second of the game. And hold the phone here, Vikings, who were up at 1 point 4-1, not anymore here. It's a 1-goal game, and looks like that was Swag sucks. He doesn't suck tonight, I'll tell you that, because that's his second goal of the game, and that's going to put Toxicity right back in this one. We got a game here, fellas. 1-goal game in the third. Plenty of time here, 4-3. And Homie Zoned had the assist on that goal. So how about that? Vikings had a tremendous first period start, but it seems like it's been Winnipeg since. Detroit able to get a late goal here, but it's not going to matter there. 7.4 seconds, 8-2. But maybe they could carry that over to game number 2 for some kind of momentum as London taking game 1 here, 8-2 final. So that one's a wrap for game 1. But we're here for 2. Each of these series here, 2 tonight, 3 tomorrow night, and then 2 again on Saturday night. Should we need game 6 and 7 if needed. Under 2 to go here, and looks like the Bears. That goal there, I think, took Voodoo out. That late goal, making it 6-3, and unless something crazy happens here, looks like the Bears will be taking game number 1 here. So the 6th-seeded Bears with 6 goals. How about that? You got number 6 ran against number 3, and the score is 6-3. What a coincidence there. Team right now that's trying to hold on to this lead to close this out, and that's the Vikings. Vikings only 1-goal game there, up 4-3. They had a huge lead here in this one, but the Toxicity knocking on that door, trying to make this comeback here. It's important to try to win that game number 1. You hate going down 1-0 in a series. One team that looks like is gonna go down 1 is the Brewers. Not showing anything here tonight, and what a fury of shots there! Almost made it 7-0. Keeping this a 6-goal game, 6-0 right now for the Gamblers. Maybe final shot here. 1.6 to go, and more penalties on the way for the Brewers. And you're not gonna come back games like that type of play. Just about 3 minutes to go here as the goaltender there covering up for Winnipeg. They need one more. Swag has got them back in it with 2 goals on here scoring. And look at that, 15-2 shots on that for the Gamblers. I mean, that's tremendous. 2 for 4 on a power play plus a shorthanded goal. So the Gamblers are just scoring at will here. Huge. Polar Bears do win that one. I believe it was 6-3 or 6-4. Yes. Voodoo did score a late one there, but didn't matter. 6-4 final on here. If you're just tuning in, Wankers as well defeating the Dragons. I believe that was 8-2 on that one. And these two going on right now between the Gamblers and the Brewers, who are up 6-0. Final seconds here. Let me pull this one up here, because this is a big one here. Costly penalty there, though, by Winnipeg. You're down 1, trying to bounce back here. You take that late penalty. So they're going to be shorthanded here for the final seconds of this game. Can Winnipeg tie this one up? Or the Vikings holding on here. 15 seconds to go. Winnipeg may have one more rush on here with 12.6 to go. Big face-off here in the offensive zone. Can they get a shot off here? 10 seconds to go. Controlling the puck. Looking. Cycling. Cross. No. Blocked. 2 seconds. 1. And that's going to do it. So the Vikings hold on and take game 1. 4-3 is the final. And we expected this type of game, between those two. A series, like I said, that could go either way. And right now, the Vikings, like I said, able to hold on, win it 4-3 is the final there. Game 2 about to start. They're getting loaded up there for Game 2. If you're tuning in, I said Wankers took Game 1. I believe it was 8-2. 6-3 Polar Bears over Voodoo. 6-4, I'm sorry. And then the one you just saw there close out, that was Vikings 4-3 against Toxicity. So we'll see what happens in game number 2. This one had a late start. So there was a lot of restarts in the beginning. So we got about 11 and a half to go. And right now here in this one, it's been the old gamblers. Outshooting, outscoring, outplaying the Brewers here tonight. And Brewers definitely not looking like a number 2 seed here tonight. I'll tell you that. So I don't know what's the bigger upset. I mean, right now the Gamblers, the 6-0 Gamblers, or the Bears winning 6-4 against Voodoo. I think both of them are pretty big upsets here so far. And I mean, when you look at the standings, you look at these teams. A lot of them, especially in that middle pack, were pretty even on the standings. Maybe a point or two that separated them. So it's like I said, it's not really much of a surprise. But the score here, 6-0 Gamblers. I definitely did not expect that here tonight. Under 8 minutes to go. Right now, the Gamblers holding a shutout here against the number 2 Brewers. I just want to point out, if you're just tuning in on here, I want to thank everybody that's streaming on here. So without you guys, this show would not be possible here. Um, we have Turk bringing the London Wanker stream over there. Turk 609 on Twitch. We also have Odd Guy bringing that stream over there for the Voodoo series. Over here in this one that you're watching, that's Furry Pujols with the stream on this one. And we also have the Toxicity stream. I believe that one's by O'Connell streaming that one. 4:05 to go here. More penalties for the Brewers. I got to see the stat tally here because these guys have been in that box for majority of this game, and the Gamblers capitalizing on most of them. Already up 6-0 here. 3 minutes to go in the third period, and for the Brewers, I think they're just happy that this one's about done. But just being outclassed here by the Gamblers. And also, if you guys did not tune in to the show last night on the podcast, two media guys there which are in this series here have placed the wager. Uh, you got Obi indicating if he loses this series, he's gonna put a B on his chest there. He's gonna shave uh, his chest with the letter B, and then for a Furry, if he loses this series, we're gonna have that nipple cam. So I think it's good either way. But right now, uh, Obi must be very happy, especially with this squad here tonight. 6-0, final seconds to go. We got Voodoo and the Pole Bears. Game 2 underway here. I'm gonna pull that one up because this one's about done. Not much to see in that one, but this is a great series. I said the Polar Bears came out firing in the first period. I believe it was like 4 goals in the first. A lot of costly penalties by Voodoo, and ended up being a 6-4 final. And the Gamblers right now just adding more salt to the wound there. 7-0, 30 seconds to go. All Gamblers now won. Right here, over here, we're at the 13-minute mark. Scoreless here so far in the first. Much different pace here than game one. Like I said, game one, the Bears came out right on top, man. Back-to-back goals, and, they were firing on all cylinders there. Let's see what type of Polar Bears here we get for game two. If they could get a win here and go up 2-0 in this series, that'd be huge for the Bears. And the Gambler series finally comes to an end. I just want to see the some of the final stats on that one, because, man. So a shutout win on top of that. Not only they win, look at that, 24-3 shots on net. 9:06 on the time on attack. They started all 5 goals in the first period. And look how much penalties there. 6 power play opportunities for the Gamblers. 4 goals, 4 assists for Dainty Dangles. So Dangles with a point on all the 8 goals scored there by the Gamblers. Dangles had a point on each one of them. Green also a tremendous game in that one as well. Still scoreless. Voodoo, 7.5 to go. We got the Winnipeg series underway here for game number 2. Just tuning in. The Vikings took game 1 4-3. That's another team with a tremendous start in period 1 in that series. Toxicity did rally back late, but it was too late for them as Vikings were able to hold on to that and secure that win 4-3. Right now, very close game, Voodoo, because, like I said, Voodoo does not want to go down 2 in this series. Already lost one here tonight. Looking to tie this one up. But they're going to have to kill this power play because more penalties taken here. So these cost them last game. Like I said, the Bears definitely made them pay for those penalties. Got about a minute and 5 seconds on the power play there for the Bears, as we have a offsides call. And in this series, like I said, as expected, to be a close one. 1-goal game in game number 1. We'll see what happens here for game 2. Swag had a big game there for Toxicity despite the loss. Scoring 2 there, but they're going to need some of these other guys here to step up here for game 2 if they're going to want to beat the Vikings. Ooh, that was dangerous play. A goaltender came out of that net to play that one. Very dangerous play. And the Bears score So, and like I said, Voodoo continues to make these mistakes as they did in game one, going to that box, and the Bears right on top of it. So, good start for the Bears here once again. 1-0 with about 3 minutes to go in the first. So, the number 6 ranked Polar Bears. Definitely not looking like number 6 here tonight, I'll tell you that. Same thing with the Gamblers, So you got two bottom seed there. Number 6 and number 7 took game 1 in this playoffs. So I don't know how the predictions were. I know they made some predictions last night on the podcast, but man, it's two upsets right there. Final seconds to go here. The Bears up 1-0 against Voodoo. Maybe one more rush here for Voodoo. And it looks like we're going to have a delay penalty. So that's good. And that time it's the Bears taking the penalty. About 1.5 left here. May be able to get a shot off here. But if not, they'll have period 2 on the power play to start the second period. Burbank and London waiting to start game number 2. Brewers, they got to do something, man, because they did not look good at all. And we got a brawl here live on center ice, and it's between Winnipeg and the Vikings going at it here. That's the right defenseman for Winnipeg. Throwing a lot of haymakers there, but to no avail. And the ref's going to break that one up. So our first fight here for center ice. Right in front of the goaltender. I believe that was Hoodrat. He's going to serve 2. And for Winnipeg, I believe that was Homie Zoned. So he'll serve 5 as well in the box. Sometimes you gotta have that. You gotta have the enforcer step up there, try to win those, try to get some kind of momentum there for your team when you need it. Under 8 minutes to go, still scoreless here between the Vikings and Winnipeg. Game 1 was a tough battle, just like this one. Could have went either way, but the Vikes, like I said, able to secure that one 4-3. And here we go, period 2 underway for Voodoo. See how this power play opportunity goes to start period 2. The Bears right now playing pretty damn good hockey. Besides that penalty taken, they've been playing pretty good here tonight. Offensively and defensively. Right now they're killing off the penalty here. About a minute going. They get a shot on the PK. But here comes Voodoo the other way. Nothing. So, like I said, the Bears, that defense for the Polar Bears has been tremendous here tonight. 3 minutes to go, and we got the first goal here, and it's the Vikings getting on the board here, scoring in the first. I believe that was Rammer with the goal there for the Vikes, a.k.a. Lazar, unassisted. And the Vikings go up top, and Winnipeg finds themselves down again in this game here, as they were down in game number 1. Wanker's still waiting to start game 2. Looks like the Gamblers one is going to start off before them, so it's taking a while here for Detroit to start game 2. Like I said, it was a pretty bad beating there in game 1, so maybe they're trying to take as much time as possible. One team that's not wasting much time, and that's the Vikings. Coming back-to-back goals here now. That makes it 2-0. Dez with the goal. And Lazar had the assist on that. Final seconds here. That's a huge goal late in the period there for the Vikes. And how about this one? 0.7 seconds. I thought the period was almost done, but that one's going to count. And that's Dez. Dez with the goal, his second one. Hoodrat with the assist. And that's a huge, huge dagger there for the Vikes. Wow. I don't know how he got that off. That was crazy. So, zero point 0.7 seconds. And the Vikings, just as they did in game number one, come out big in the first period. And 3 goals, 2 of them came in the final seconds of that period. I mean, it was a 1-0 game, and then just out of nowhere, becomes a 3-0 game. For toxicity, looks like Trip Aces is not in here tonight for Voodoo. And the Bears are going to go up 2-0 now in this one. So both the Vikes and the Bears, great game one, and they continue here in game two. And that was Teglia with the goal for the Bears. He's having a pretty good night there for them. He's got a couple goals, couple points there already here tonight in game one and game two. Gamblers and Brewers underway. 16-minute mark there, 0-0. Let's see if this one's any different. It's game one. It was all Gamblers. 8-0. I mean, they won both sides of the ice, scoring-wise, defensively, goaltending. Everything was in favor of the Gamblers last game. Winnipeg trying to respond here to start period number 2. Not able to, and here come the other way. 2-on-1, and a pass right across that crease. Not much the goaltender could have done there. And that's going to make it 4-0 Vikings. Wow. And that's Dez with a hat trick. That's his third one. Hoodrat with the assist again. And the Bears, they scored 2 back-to-back goals as well there. That's going to be a 4-0 game as well. Just as the Vikes, the Bears up 4-0. That's Hilly with the goal. Full send on the assist there. So Voodoo in a huge hole here against the Bears. The number 6 Bears have been controlling this entire series here so far tonight. Toxicity gets on the board, makes this now a 4-1 game. That was Gums with the goal for Winnipeg. And now remember, game one, Winnipeg were down 3 goals. They ended up coming back, making a 4-3 game. Just came out short of that one. Well, this game was 4-0. But I don't think we're going to see a comeback in this one because the Vikings answer right after the Winnipeg goal here. And that's Rammer with his second goal of the game for the Vikes. Lazar looking for a hat trick here in game 2. He's got 2 of them. That makes it a 5-1 game. And it looks like we may have a breakaway opportunity here. The goaltender attacking the skater there, and rightfully so on that one. So 5-1 game. Let me just change one of the strings because it looks like the that might be it there for the London here tonight. And if so, let me switch that one up. Yeah, we may have. If that one does come up, but maybe they're only playing one here tonight. Like I said, it was all Wankers. Detroit, maybe done for the night. Speaking about done for tonight, look at that. Bears 11-1 shots on goal against Voodoo. Man, I mean, you got Wilson, you got Hughes out here, Irish Canty in net there, but Voodoo just looking awful here tonight for some reason. Are the Bears that damn good? I don't know. Or is Voodoo just playing a poor series here tonight? Punchy, that's Nicky Pats scoring for Winnipeg. So he's going to make this back to a 3-goal game. Under 5 minutes left here in the second period. If Winnipeg could somehow try to get another goal here, make it a 2-goal game, and they do, but are they calling this one off? Oh, man. We see that happen in game 1, and I believe that was Swag in the front there. There's definitely contact with the goalie, and that's going to hurt, man, because that could have been a 2-goal game. So they get another goal taken off the board. Cost them game 1. As Vikes were able to hold on to that one, win it 4-3. They're up 5-2 here. More goals for the Bears. Bears coming out firing once again, and it's 5-0 here in the third. That's Taglia again, and that's a hat trick for him. Third goal of the game. I know he had a couple game 1. He's got to have possibly maybe five goals here tonight. And this one's a change too. Here we got a scoreless game. Brewers, Gamblers, scoreless no longer. And it's the Brewers scoring their first goal of the night here. 1-0 Brewers getting on the board here. So finally, and I believe that was a Bobo with the goal, Life with the assist. And Brewers not only get their first goal, their first lead of the night here. So what a change here from game 1 to game 2. Owen Wilson gets Voodoo finally on the board here, but I think that's too late right now. I mean, 14-minute mark of the third period. They need 5 more. I don't see that happening. I mean, the way the Bears are playing here tonight. And look at that. Score right back, so it really doesn't matter. Back to a 6-goal game there. I did not expect the Bears come out like this. And this guy's been hurting Voodoo all night. That's Taglia again. And that's his 4th goal. So he's got 4 out of the 7 goals there scored for the Bears. For Winnipeg, I mean, that goal there, like I said, they had an interference call on the goaltender. Remains a 3-goal game here. They got a whole period left here. Gotta try to score early, though. Like I said, time was a factor for them in game 1. They had to rally, come back in that one. They were down 3 goals in that one. And they find themselves in that same spot here. They're down 3 in this one. I don't know what the Bears are drinking tonight or what they're having, man, but man, Hilly, he's going to have a hat trick. Taglia with the assist. So he's got 3 goals. Taglia has 4 in just this game for the Bears. So Voodoo did not come to play at all. I mean, I don't know if these guys are sleeping. If these guys did not know tonight was playoff tonight. Or are we seeing a Bears team, a dominant Bears team? I mean, they finished the season ranked 6th. Not many people talked about them. I mean, it's a team that, they were all right. But tonight, they're looking much better than all right. And here we go. Winnipeg putting themselves back in this game here. And that's Nicky Pats. Big goal there for his team. right off the third period. So plenty of time here. That's the second goal of this game. Homie zoned with the assist on that goal. And they still got about 30 seconds left here on the power play. So what a comeback this would be if should Winnipeg get 2 more goals here. They got plenty of time to do it. Another team that's holding on to the lead, that's the Brewers. Up 1-0 there. Only goal scored so far. About 3.5 to go in the second period. Much different game than game one. Right now, Ababo, the only goal scored in that second period. So after the Gamblers put 8 goals on the Brewers game one, have not been able to score here in game two. But the big story here tonight, the Bears, like I said, 8-2 here against Voodoo. They won game one 6-4. 3 minutes left. So after this game, I mean, the Bears starting the round number 1 here, off to a great start. They're going to be up 2-0 in this series. Make that 9-2 Bears. And that was Gavnash, I believe, scored that one. Bears not done yet, man. Taglia has number 5. I mean, he's looking for a double hat trick, this guy. Winnipeg, another power play chance here. Can they capitalize? If they do, they'll make this a 1-goal game. Down 2 here, 5-3. About 11 minutes to go in the third period. Look at that. Brewers being outshot in the game. Time attack also in the favor for the Gamblers. But it's the Brewers up 1-0 heading into the third period. Final seconds of the power play here for Winnipeg. There's a great pass in front, but it was blocked. And Winnipeg cannot capitalize on that power play opportunity. Under 9 to go here. Still down 2 goals. A team that could score here tonight. 11 goals here against Voodoo. I mean, they're just, the bleeding here continues. And that's Hilly. He's got 4 goals. So Hilly with 4. Taglia with, was it 5? For the Bears. Looks like it's like a all-star game here for the Bears. And Winnipeg is going to score. So now we got a game here, fellas. We got a game here. As well as the Brewers. 1-0 there in the third period. So we got a close one here. The other series, like I said, is pretty much done and out. But this one here, we got a 1-goal game. And then we got a tie game here. Gamblers and Brewers. The Gamblers gonna tie this game up here. 17-minute mark of the third period. That's Dangles with the goal. And then over here for Winnipeg, it's once again Swag. Nicky Pats with the assist. So Swag again. He did this in game number 1. Put Winnipeg back in within 1, and he does so here again in game 2. 5 minutes to go. They still need 1 more to tie it. Ooh, great shots, great rebound, but a better save. So that was it right there. Great opportunity, but huge saves for the Vikings goaltender. I don't know if that's Brew in net there for the Vikings tonight. I believe so. And here we go in the third period. The Gamblers, who are down 1-0, take the lead here for the first time in this game. And it's going to be 2-1 with 15 minutes to go in the third. So the Brewers' lead has disappeared here. Done and out. Man, the Bears 11 goals on 20 shots in that game against the against Voodoo. That's tremendous. Got about a minute and a half to go here for Winnipeg. Can they tie it here and force possibly overtime? And we got a big goal, and that's a Winnipeg. They do. Toxicity. And that's being toxic right there. Just when you thought the Vikings are going to come out with a win here, it's a tie game, and it's homie zone with a huge goal for Winnipeg. We got a tie game here, under a minute to go, final seconds of the third period. And they're looking to score again, forget overtime. Brewers scoring as well. That's their second goal. So they're going to put that game within one. The Gamblers here scoring 3 in a row in the third period. But the Brewers respond. I believe that was Life with the goal for the Brewers. So 1-goal game, 12-minute go here. But this one here, remember, what was it, 4-0 at one point? And another goal with 22.6 seconds to go. Swag coming out huge here for Winnipeg. Assisted there by T. Dizzle. And Toxicity. Finally, it's going to go up in this series, in this game here. I mean, what a comeback. I can't believe it here. 6-5 with 22.6 seconds to go. And that's Swag's second goal of this game. He's got 4 on the night. But here we go. You can't give that up, man. Right back, the Vikes. Oh, man, this is back and forth. This is craziness here in the third period. We've seen a comeback by Winnipeg, then take the lead. But then Rammer here with a hat trick with 17 seconds to go is going to tie it up. So just when you thought, at one point, though, Vikings are going to close this one out. But no. And then Toxicity scores with like 22 seconds. And you thought that would end it, right? But no. Right off the next face-off, like 5 seconds later, the Vikings score. So they're going to send this one to overtime. And then that man right there, Lazar, that was a huge goal. Not only was it a hat trick there, and that's a tough one to give up there for Toxicity. Just when you came back, you bounced back. You were down like 4 goals in this game. Came back, tied it late in the game. But they couldn't close it out. They're going to need to do here in overtime. Smith scoring there for the Gamblers, and that's going to extend their lead 4-2 now with 5.5 to go. That's a big goal there for the Gamblers as well, who took game 1 and possibly may take game 2 here. About 4 minutes to go. Brewers running out of time here. It's a huge period for the Gamblers. They were down to start period number 3. It was 1-0 Brewers, but scoring 4 goals here in the third period. And that late goal, that last one, really hurt. So can the Gamblers go up 2 here against the Brewers? I mean, so far tonight, we've seen the Bears do it. They're up 2 in their series against Voodoo. They're only just even under a minute here. I don't know. We've got a if we have a disconnect happening over there in that Winnipeg. We may have it. So it's 6-6. Final seconds here. Gamblers on the power play as well. So, and we got a penalty shot. Penalty shot opportunity. So Gamblers able to right here can close this one out. We got a save, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Nicky getting the save there on the penalty shot, but their team's still down 2 with 36.5 to go. So Gamblers were pretty quiet here in game 2, but in period 3, they come out alive, scoring 4 goals to take the lead here, and are up 2. Yeah, it looks like we may have a restart there for the Vikings and Winnipeg series. So they still got to play overtime with 6-6. And this one's about done. 10 seconds to go here in the third period. And the Gamblers, I mean, 8-0 game 1. And it's scoring 5 here in the third. That's pretty much going to do it there. Dangles with his second goal. And that's going to do it, yeah. So, wow. So, how about that, man? Gamblers. Look at that, 21-11 shots on net in favor for the Gamblers. And scoring 5 goals in the third period. 2 for 2 on the power play. And they look pretty perfect here tonight. Only giving up 2 goals in both games. Tremendous job there. So that's a huge win for them, man. Because when you go up two games in a series, that's huge. They may be able to close it out tomorrow night. And remember, tomorrow night we're gonna be on here a little bit earlier, 9:30, because I believe there's gonna be 3 games played tomorrow night, and a lot of these teams may be eliminated tomorrow. If we get the same kind of outcome we're getting here tonight, the Bears are up 2-0 in that series. Gamblers now go up 2-0. I believe the Wankers are up 2 because Detroit did not even play game 2. And then this one here. Now this one here, we knew it was going to be a tough series. Could go either way. I mean, game 1 was a 1-goal game. Toxicity made a rally to come back, but were unsuccessful. This one they did. They did make a rally and actually took the lead late in the third period. But then a big goal there from the Vikings by Lazar to force overtime. So, and that's where we stand here right now, in overtime. But I think it's a much bigger game here for Toxicity. They need to win, come out with a win here, because if not, like I said, they'll put themselves down 2-0 in the series if they cannot get the OT win here. So we'll see who comes out. I mean, Swag's having a great night there for Toxicity. On the other side for the Vikings, both Dezo and Lazar having a tremendous night here. So we'll see which guy comes out as Mr. Overtime here tonight to secure this win. Very important game here between the two. It's a series here that possibly may even go 7. Especially the way the games have been going here just in night number 1. So we're gonna get the restart here after the disconnect. So if you are just tuning in, Vikes won game 1 4-3 final, and then in this one, Winnipeg was actually down 4 goals in this one. Ended up rallying, coming back there, and here we are. Overtime now. Anybody's game. Next goal wins. Who's it going to be? Who do you guys think is going to take this, man? Let me know in the chat. And here we go. Overtime on the way here. Tie game. It's actually 6-6 right now. So 12 goals scoring this one. Not a goalie's type of game here. But you know what? As long as you get the win, it really doesn't matter. And there we go. This one's going to end quick. And was that a hood rat? Looks like it was a hood rat with the OT winner. And it is. So the Vikings are going to go on here and they take 2 in this one. And that's going to be a wrap. And it looked like it was hood rat with the OT winner. So tremendous late rally there, Lazar, scoring with 17 seconds to go to force the overtime, and then it's Hoodrat who gets the OT winner and puts his team up 2-0. So I mean that's gonna do it here tonight. So as you see on the brackets, I'll have these updated for tomorrow night. And remember, it's gonna be at 9:30 tomorrow. We'll be on here 30 minutes earlier because there's going to be 3 games played, and we'll see. We'll see if anybody gets eliminated tomorrow. A lot of these teams are down 2. Like I said, Toxicity down 2. So are the Brewers. So is Voodoo. So all the lower seed teams are winning. You got the number 5th seed winning, number 7th seed, and number 6th seed winning. The only low seed is the Dragons, but that's pretty much predicted there for the Wankers. Outside of that, all the lower seed teams up 2-0 in the series. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Will anybody be eliminated? And then if not, Saturday night, if we need to, we'll have Game 6 and Game 7 if needed. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mr. Hollywood. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. NZHL Center Ice right here on the Flan Fan Network. Let me know what you guys think of the show. Well, we're going to add some. I'm going to update the leaderboards here, update the scores here after tonight. See you guys tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody.